Sorry about the inconvenience. Yay! We managed. Good morning to everyone. So sorry that we are a little bit delayed and we had some glitches to come in and connect with everybody. How is everyone? I hope very well. So yes, so welcome to our second mini talk today of the Photojournalism Hub, and I'm very excited to be here and welcome Felipe Paiva. He's a photojournalist from Brazil originally, but is connecting with us from Paris in France. So how are you, Felipe, today?
I'm good. I a baby and she's crying all night long, but yeah.
Surviving that. Yes, so Felipe has been working, he has had so far an amazing career with extraordinary work, a lot of it on the front line, some of it in Iraq, in Ukraine. So I'm really excited to hear and really happy that you will be sharing with us some of the tips and some of the, know-how to be on the front line. So how is it?
Sure. So I'm gonna try. If I talk too much, you can just interrupt and just back. But I'm gonna tell you from my experience, like I told you before. I don't have that much experience on frontline as like a lot of people that I know. But I think I have some pretty useful tips if you're thinking of going on a conflict zone, and like I told you before as well, like front lines it's I would say it's outdated word, because now it's a bit hard to determine where is the front line. A lot of wars and conflicts are urban, and you have many factions in many different areas, and you can really define a front line almost every time. But one aspect of going to a front line is that there are a couple things that you need to decide before you go. Like if you need to go, or if you want to go. And then thinking of that, you have to keep in mind that it costs to go to the front line for you as a journalist. If you're not your commission, if you're already established if you have a career that people trust you and they start commissioning, that's fine, because they're gonna pay you for the expenses. But if not, if you're just gonna go like as a photojournalist entrepreneur, keep in mind that you have to pay for a ticket, for renting an apartment or a house or something like this, and then you have to pay the fixers, which normally are local journalists, or it's fixer. It's almost like a job nowadays. Like it's a local person that knows their way around the journalistic stories that you might want to find there. They speak the language, they know the culture, so you're gonna probably need that if you're not from that region. Like I don't speak Arabic, I barely speak Russian, so I need a fixer to translate and to get around and find these stories, because a lot of the stories of frontlines, they're not just guns. You need to find sort of like a human aspect to it, and also think about who you're gonna sell this work, because each media has a particular angle and particular style. So you might want to have that in mind before you just go and shoot around.
That's very useful. And just to ask you, how do like this is maybe a dichotomy that happens to every photojournalist and every photographer in general. So how do you navigate like what you want, what you have to do, like for a newspaper, magazine, or whoever, commissioner, and what you actually want to do when you are out working?
I would say you have to focus a lot first on what you have to do, because that's what let you keep doing your job, because that's what's gonna pay your bills and get your recognition in the industry. Mm-hmm. But I know that the dream of every photojournalist or videographer is to have like a a personal work, self-identity work, and but this takes time because you have to play with what you have to do and what you want to do. And like if you're commissioned, just go straight to the story and do as efficiently as possible as you can. And if you're lucky, you have time and you have energy and you have I don't know, people that can help you do what you want to do.
Yeah.
Like for example, I went to Syria once, and I wanted to be there for longer and go to the front lines in Manbij. That was in 2018. So that Manbij was sort of like close to a hotspot of conflict. But the story was in Raqqa, which is used to be the de facto capital of the Islamic State. I mean, used to be the capital of the Islamic State. And there was no conflict, real conflict there, but the stories that we were covering were there. So I wanted to go to the front lines, but the stories were in Raqqa, and was really hard and expensive to move around in Syria because a lot of the roads were closed and the country is divided, so you need different permission from different authorities for different parts of the country. So yeah, I didn't go to front lines back then, and I ended up doing a good, interesting job in Syria again. But yeah,
And what I
go ahead.
thank you for this. Sorry, I think I've been speaking over you. Yeah. So what are you working on right now, Felipe?
Right now, let's say it's not in a halt my career, but I took a pause because, like you, I'm on a platform project. It's focused more in Brazil, but the idea is to expand that later. So we're building me and some other friends, we're building a platform to serve as a hub for independent journalism, not necessarily photojournalism, but independent journalism. Like in Brazil, we realized that there are like many small, like micro newsrooms, people that are doing journalism together, and we want to put everybody in the same place and like grow together. I've been working this for almost a year now, and every now and then I just do stuff that I like to do. Like I've been covering not covering, but I've been taking some pictures of the situation of the COVID situation here in Paris. Because one of the things that I'm really interested is like the historical aspect of stories. I would say that most people and most media are interested in like personal stories where people can relate to the story. So cover the COVID, people want to know personal stories related to the COVID. And normally I'm really interested in like the big picture and trying to have like not a historical picture, but like a big picture inside one or two pictures, you know. Doesn't necessarily tell a story of a single person or a single family or more like personal stories, but that's just you know, style. There's nothing wrong with that. So yeah, I'm sort of like in a pause. I've been doing more video documentary for Australian TV on how the COVID crisis affect different social classes in France. I think you can find that it's called SBC Dateline. It's on YouTube.
Great. So everybody could join you there. Is it a news platform or?
It's like a public television in Australia.
Oh, okay, great. Yes.
Yeah, I know as well.
Well, fantastic. Thank you so much for joining us here today. So for everybody that, like to see a lot more of Felipe's work, his Instagram page is Felipe Paiva IMG, all in one, in one word. We also gonna have Felipe joining us on the next photojournalism night, so we can actually engage with his work and actually see his work on the 16th of June. So that would be yeah, something to really look forward. Yeah, amazing. Is that picture, was it taken?
This was in Mosul in Iraq.
Okay.
She's a daughter of a guy that joined ISIS because he was having like money troubles, and then the guy joined ISIS and he got killed in the American offensive. And yeah, she seems pretty mad, and she was pretty mad because her mother was sort of like defending the husband, her father, and you could see that she was super mad about the decision of her father. Like she almost couldn't forgive the father. And yeah, she just gave me this amazing portrait that I like it.
It's an amazing portrait. Have you been kept in touch, or has it been possible to be in touch with
No,
her?
no, not at all. She didn't even speak English.
Okay.
I found like a few people that spoke English, like people that were part of the stories. Of course, the fixer, he spoke very well English. Normally, fixers, they speak English because it's international language, and it's easier to move around with English. That's for sure.
Brilliant.
I mean,
Thank you.
we're here.
Yes, thank you so much. That's really amazing. So everyone, if you want to learn more about Felipe or ask any questions, please do. His Insta is, yes, I'm going to write it actually. It's a good thing. Felipe.
I think I wrote somewhere there.
Yeah. That's, oh, I made a mistake.
I'm a bit late, guys. Ah, okay.
Yeah, that's better. Yeah, brilliant. And on the 16th June, Felipe is going to join us on the Photojournalism Night, so we can actually see his work then. Thank you to everyone. Have a great day. Have a wholesome day. Thank you. Bye. Bye-bye. Bye.